After Will Smith won the Oscar for Best Actor minutes after slapping Chris Rock in the face, many were left wondering if his award would be stripped away from him for the insane action. As of now, we're not sure, but let's get into the celebrities who were stripped of their Oscar. In at number 10, Will Smith. As of now, Will Smith has not been stripped of his Oscar officially after he received it just a few nights ago, but considering his disrespectful conduct, many are thinking the Academy will punish him for the action. After slapping Chris Rock and interrupting the broadcast, Will Smith won Actor of the Year for his performance in King Richard. While giving his acceptance speech, he took the time to apologize to the Academy and his fellow nominees while crying. He blamed his actions on the love he has for his wife, Jada. Since he still won the award and was treated like nothing happened following the slap, many people thought nothing would happen. But after 2017, the Oscars introduced a new code of conduct in the context of the Me Too movement. In a letter sent to members at the time, CEO Don Hudson stated, quote, "Academy membership is a privilege offered to only a select few within the global community of filmmakers." Adding, quote, "There is no place in the Academy for people who misuse their status, power, or influence in a manner that violates recognized standards of decency." And if you really think about what Will Smith did that night, it was using his privilege to do something that would have gotten any other person arrested. After the slap, the Academy posted a statement that they condemn all violence and announced that they launched a formal investigation into the incident. It's been rumored that his Oscar will not be taken away, but he may be suspended from the Academy. And at number 9, Marlon Brando. Along with the 2022 Oscars, the 1973 Oscars is also remembered for a shocking event. That year, Francis Ford Coppola's mob crime drama The Godfather was nominated for 9 Academy Awards, including Best Picture, Best Director, and Best Actor for Marlon Brando. When it was announced that Brando had won the prestigious award, he did not come to the stage to accept it. Rather, a woman named Sacheen Littlefeather came on stage on his behalf. She said that Brando, quote, "very regretfully cannot accept this very generous award," and the reason for this being are the treatment of American Indians today by the film industry. In the middle of the speech, Littlefeather was booed for her words, and the audience was not accepting of her words. It was also reported that 6 security guards had to hold back John Wayne because he was so angered by what she was saying. In at number 8, Hondo. In 1954, the movie Hondo was nominated for Best Story, which has now been renamed to Best Original Screenplay. The John Wayne Western movie was favored to win, but the nomination was later revoked after the Academy discovered the script for the movie was not original. Rather, it was based on an already existing short story called The Gift of Cochus. This is obviously against the rules, as the nominees in this category must create an original story. In at number 7, Tuba Atlantic. 2010 film Tuba Atlantic was another movie that had its nomination revoked after it broke the Oscars rules. The film was a Norwegian short film about a 70-year-old man who only had 6 days to live and spends that time reconciling with his estranged family. It was nominated for Best Live Action Short Film in 2012, and it was a huge step for the Norwegian film industry. However, the nomination for this movie was revoked after the Academy discovered that the film was already shown on Norwegian television before it was released in theaters, which is a huge no-no for the Academy, which is purely for movies released in theaters. After investigation, it was determined that the producers of the film did not disclose that the movie was shown on TV beforehand, even though they were directly asked if it had been in the submission forms, and the producers checked no on these forms. After the nomination was taken away, one of the filmmakers claimed that they were shocked over the decision, as they apparently knew about the TV broadcast and were fine with it. The filmmakers continued that they believed there were exceptions to the rule if the film was shown to film students. The Oscars denied knowing anything beforehand. And at number 6, 13 Hours. In 2017, 13 Hours earned a single Oscar nomination for Best Achievement in Sound Mixing, with 4 members of the sound team, Gary Summers, Jeffrey J. Habush, Mac Ruth, and Greg P. Russell getting acknowledged for their work. However, just one day before the award show was to be held, the Academy announced that they were rescinding the nomination for Greg P. Russell for breaking the rules. He was accused of telephone lobbying, which is essentially begging for votes from the members of the Academy. The Oscars revealed their decision in a statement, saying in part, quote, "Upon recommendation by the Sound Branch Executive Committee, the Academy's Board of Governors voted to rescind the sound mixing nomination for Greg P. Russell from 13 Hours. The decision was prompted by the discovery that Russell had called his fellow members of the Sound Branch during the nominations phase to make them aware of his work on the film, in direct violation of a campaign regulation that prohibits telephone lobbying." Halfway at number 5, Young Americans. The film Young Americans won the Academy Award for Best Documentary in 1969, and everyone involved in the film was thrilled. but a month after receiving the award, it was stripped away for violating the Oscars' terms. So the movie was actually made in 1967 and it was first shown in theaters in October of 1967, not making it eligible for the 1969 Oscars, where it won. After the award was taken away, it was given to the runner-up called Journey into Self. As of now, Young Americans is the only movie in Academy history to receive an Oscar, then have it taken away after the ceremony. And at number 4, Alone Yet Not Alone. In 2014, the main song from the Christian film Alone Yet Not Alone was nominated for Best Original Song, but the nomination was revoked 2 weeks later. This was because the award show discovered that Bruce Brutton, the song's composer and an executive committee member of the Academy's music branch, had emailed members of the Academy to try and butter them up for votes. The Academy posted a statement writing that Broughton, quote, had emailed some of the other 239 members of the branch to make them aware of his submission during the nominations voting period, which goes against Academy rules. The Academy president at the time continued that even though it was most likely well-intentioned, promoting a member's own Oscar nomination to their colleagues is an unfair advantage. After the decision, he told The Hollywood Reporter, quote, I'm devastated. I indulged in the simplest grassroots campaign and it went against me when the song started to get attention. I got taken down by competition that had months of promotion and advertising behind them. I simply asked people to find the song and consider it. In at number 3, The Circus. At the very first ever Academy Awards in 1929, the award show decided to revoke Charlie Chaplin's awards to make the night more fair for everyone. At that year's awards, he was nominated for Best Actor, Best Director for a Comedy, Best Writer, and Outstanding Picture for his work in the film The Circus. Since he was such a legendary talent, the Academy believed there was a high chance that he might win all the awards, so they decided to create an honorary award just for him, combining all of his awards into one. This new award combined the awards for Best Writing, Directing, and Producing in the film. And at number 2, Dudley Nichols. Some celebrities are stripped of their Oscars awards or nominations, but the first person to ever reject receiving the award was screenwriter Dudley Nichols, who won for Best Screenplay in the 1935 film The Informer. The movie was set during the Irish War of Independence and was adapted from the novel of the same name by Liam O'Flaherty. The movie won multiple awards, with the director John Ford going on to win Best Director, with Nichols winning Best Screenplay. After rejecting the award, Nichols revealed he did so to support an ongoing writer's strike in Hollywood. And finally, number 1, George C. Scott. Another celebrity who refused to accept their Oscar win was actor George C. Scott. He won the award for Best Actor in 1971 for acting in the film Patton. He announced ahead of time that he would not be attending the awards because he didn't approve of the snooty event. He told press that the show was a, quote, 2-hour meat parade, calling it, quote, barbaric and innately corrupt. Even though he trashed the show multiple times beforehand, the Oscars still decided to honor him with the award for his work in the film. The film's producer, Frank McCarthy, accepted the award on his behalf. McCarthy then returned it to the Academy the following day, as Scott had requested. So that's all for the list. Let me know your thoughts below. But before I go, I'm going to shout out some comments from top 10 celebrity reactions to the Will Smith-Chris Rock slap. Jamie said, I feel if Will wanted to stand up for his wife, he should have stormed the stage and taken the mic and given a quick speech saying how brave and inspirational his wife is for fighting alopecia and to leave her alone instead of resorted to violence and swearing outburst. I completely agree. I mean, especially if I think he was favored to win, so he was pretty sure he was going up on stage anyway that night. So during his acceptance speech, he could have made a comment about it, he could have talked to Chris Rock face to face after. Like, there's just so many other things you do other than what he did. Andrea said, it takes years to build your reputation and seconds to ruin it. That is really the truth. He really showed that, because even to me, like, I feel we all had an idea of who we thought Will Smith was, a nice, humble, cool guy, and then you see that and you're like, is his entire life a lie, like what we know him for? I feel like he's Ellen DeGeneres right now. He's really this mean person who pretends to be nice. I mean, I guess we'll see. And Rosa said, it's never okay to hit. I do wish Chris would press charges, not because he needs it for himself, but because society needs to see some consequences for Will's behavior. It's never okay to hit. I completely agree. I mean, Will Smith did what he did because he knew there would be no consequences, right? Like, he would have never done that if he felt that there would have been repercussions. Like, if he thought there's a chance this Oscar could be taken away, he would have never done what he did. So I feel that some repercussions definitely need to be had. Alright guys, that is all for the video today. I've been your host, Mackenzie Smith, and we'll catch you in the next one.